again, last video of the night. It's just some random gameplay in the back. You could watch it, but this mainly has to do with the so-called new patch that's coming out from EA. Apparently to stop the Mike SS scrape. You know, everybody complains about it, but I think Mike SS scrape is only being complained about because everybody can do it. This is the first year where you've had maybe a spam of, you know, YouTubers and new guys making new videos, new YouTube pages. You got like 17 different versions of Mike SS scrape from everybody. You wanna know why? Because it's just so easy to do. That's the general problem with it. That's what makes it so bad for everybody. Everybody hates it because nanos blew up this year. Nanos took off this year. I'll tell you that one right now. Like, I had maybe three in every Madden game, maybe 3 nanos, one from the cornerback, one from the D tackle, and one from the end or linebacker. Depending on what formation you was in, that's when I did them. You know, 4th down, 3rd down, stuff like that. I never really attacked people with nanos, but this year you need the nano because with the nano involved in Madden this year, it stops the aggressive catch. That's the only reason you see so many nanos. People are really getting tired of getting this aggressive catch and this animation that really can't be stopped. You have Tavon Austin taking the ball from Rogers Cromartie. You have Charles Woodson getting snagged on by John Brown. That's the only problem that I have with it. Like, a nano is going to be in the game. No matter what they do, the nano is always going to be in there. It's just this year is so easy to do it. It's like clockwork. Every person you play has the Mike SS scrape from some formation or another. The biggest problem with EA is that if you watch the Madden Bowl, Problem, he didn't get blowed out, but Problem got tagged in that game. Problem got nanoed like 3 times because this guy was able to come from Mike SS scrape so many different ways. Like, he was able to do it from the right side, from the left side, from, you know, showing a blitz, from not showing a blitz. He was just coming in and he just basically confused Problem. And Problem, you know, he's a great player, no lie, but just sometimes you gotta take that L. And he took it like a man. He shook the guy's hand, came back and posted on his page that, hey, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have went for it on 4th down. You should have went for it on 4th down. That's basically what we do. We take chances in Madden. But as for a patch, if you're not a Madden gamer, you wouldn't know that the Madden season kind of ended. There's only been one patch and that comes out after the Super Bowl, and I forgot what patch that was, but it did something to connect the franchise like a couple of years ago. But I'm not too sure they're gonna actually come out and patch anything or go at anything. But if they're worried about Mike SS scrape, why don't they patch everything else that's in the game that's horrible? Like the fact that I run a certain route or you run a corner route and the corner holds you for like an extra 5 yards. That's the biggest problem I have in this game, that the gameplay is smooth, but there are so many things in this that just really annoy me. Like the fact that we can't even, you can't really stop flat routes or drag routes. You know, if you put a drag in any play, 9 times out of 10 it's going to go over the top and get open. That's what ticks me off, is that I cover everything and all of a sudden out of nowhere this guy throws a crappy drag. Then we have the whole legends against elites. I've beaten a couple of legends, but I see sometimes in the MUT forum where guys are complaining and saying that, hey, I'm getting tired of being matched up with these guys with legends who spend so much money on their teams. Well, that's the basics of playing a game that has head-to-head and matchmaking. You're going to play against whoever they match you up against. The bad part, you may get matched up against somebody who's a lot better than you are. The best way I say to combat that might be actually, you know, when I first started playing, oh man, I was a beast with Bud Dupree, wasn't I? But when I first started playing, I would never play unless my counter basically said 40 seconds, because I knew then I would be matched up against someone who's either weaker than me or has a team that's weaker than mine, or there's a 10% chance I'll be matched up against somebody who has an amazing team. The head-to-head matchmaker thing has been like that for a long time. The longer the wait, the better chance you have of playing somebody who's weaker than you or playing the same guy over and over again. If you've been a Madden head, you know that. Other things that they could patch about this game. Put a patch in for when people bag out, I don't get 100 coins. That's what we could patch. I'm really getting tired of that. Because people bag out within the first quarter and I come away with like 10 coins, 50 coins. That doesn't help me at all. At all, period. Like, it's so hard to come by coins, and then the whole situation with packs and 24-hour play. I have yet, this is my first year playing, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know the whole thing of going and getting 24-hour players. I don't buy many packs. As you see, the only time I buy packs is possibly when I do the live streams with you guys. It's the only time I buy packs, and I really don't think they're going to give me one out of that. They're like, you're already getting a guaranteed legend, so I don't know. That guy tried to nano me, and I hit him with that money play. I used to run this formation a lot. I don't know what happened. I got to look and see whose playbook it is. Because for some strange reason, when you move that running back right there off of the tackle's butt, the entire defense changes. Like the routes somehow make the zone swap up. You see that? The zones stop working when that happens because they have to cover those guys as they cross in front of them. But that's a story for another time. Holding receivers, the fact that they hold on every single run play is very annoying. The fact that inside zone works every single play. I run it, so I know it's going to work every single play. Fact that the DBs play the toss like every other run play. Or the fact that the safeties don't play as aggressive as they used to. That was a nice nano. But the safeties don't play as aggressive as they used to. They chase down tight ends. The safety's job is to cover the deepest of the deepest. He doesn't get beat deep. But for some reason on this game, this is the first year you've made the safety play horrible. The safety play on this game is disgusting. The DB play on this game is disgusting. Unless you have a nano, you're probably going to get some very crappy like defensive play from your team. Look at this. I just go out and I rape this guy. He has better position on every throw on this drive, 9 times out of 10, but I just dot him up. And that was one of the things about the game when it first came out. I was just attacking people because I knew the weakness of that team. I knew the team so much better than he knew it. I was nanoing my ass off this game. But it's just, you know, I don't see anything wrong with a mic patch, but let's patch the things that are actually wrong with the game. The safety play, the cornerback play, the fact that I can be in front of you and you still get an aggressive catch animation. The fact that I swat the ball and I get an animation instead of a swat. That's really bad. Oh man. I could go on for hours about the things that are wrong with this game, but they still are worried about a nano. Let's worry about the things that actually annoy people.